Hello guys, Krzysztof here again and welcome to my Clickfunnels series video. This is video number 3. In this video we'll be talking about connecting your custom domain to your Clickfunnels account. Why this is for? When you go to your Clickfunnels account and you click on any of your funnels, that will be like different type of letters, different type of digits behind them, Clickfunnels link. And we want to avoid that. We want to have our domain plugged into our funnel so that look more professional, look more brandable. Because I'll try to log into my Clickfunnels account and I'll show you what I'm talking about now if there is anyone who doesn't know. So let's check our funnels, like this funnel in here, for example. This is just examples, guys. It's not like particular funnel. This is just examples to show you what I'm talking about, where I'm coming from. Because I've been trying to sort these things out on myself. I spend hours and hours on watching different videos and trainings to see how it works. So I know that this is something good to have. So you see this link in here? It's Krzysztof Bolesta.clickfunnels.com, and then you've got like a bunch of names and stuff like that. So when someone looks at that, can say straight away this is kind of funnel, because it's got this ClickFunnels part of the domain in here. It says ClickFunnels, so someone will know straight away that this is not custom domain, this is not brandable domain. So to do that, we have to plug in our domain to Clickfunnels. We have to have domain installed, let's say installed in Clickfunnels account, so we can use it for our funnels. Before we do that, however, we have to go to any of the domain registrar websites and get domain registered. So one of the best ones I would recommend is Namecheap. Namecheap, they got quite cheap domains. Sometimes you can get domain like $10 a month or £10 a month, because I'm in UK, so that costs you about £10 a month. And in some other countries they might be in dollars, they might be in different currencies, so but they're not expensive. Let's say we are in blogging niche and we want to have our domain related to blog. So what we can do, find domain, let's say blog with Krzysztof. We can check if this domain is available and how much that costs. So we'll see when that will populate, we'll see how much that will cost if I would have this domain registered on my name. As we can see on Namecheap, blogwithkrzysztof.com domain cost me £6.76 a year. When we put in same domain to GoDaddy, we'll see how much that will cost us. I don't think that will be much more expensive than on Namecheap, because I think they're quite similar. Okay, next one is GoDaddy. We can check same domain name on GoDaddy. So blog with Krzysztof.com. We'll see if that domain name is available for us and how much that will cost us. I don't believe that will be quite expensive, because these domains are quite cheap on the market at the moment. I mean, different registrar gives you different prices. You see, this domain will cost me for the first year £16, but if I'd like to add all of these domains you listed in here, blogwithkrzysztof.net, blogwithkrzysztof.org, blogwithkrzysztof.info, but you've got like a blogswithkrzysztof.com, which is added S to the end, and that costs different amount of money. But this domain, blogwithkrzysztof.com, on GoDaddy would cost me just only 99p for the first year, but I have to register that for 2 years long period. So you have to check on yourself which domain name you want and how much that would cost, because as I mentioned, domain names, they different in prices, they vary. I'm not trying to push you to buy, yeah, just use GoDaddy to buy domain, or go just to Namecheap and buy domain from Namecheap. No, there is different domain registrars. There's GoDaddy, Namecheap, there is like any other ones. When we decided what domain we want to choose, we have to now do little bit of tricks to get it connected to Clickfunnels. When you go to your Clickfunnels account, let's go to Clickfunnels itself. We have to go to our account settings, and I'll show you where to put your domain in and what to do. So when you're in your Clickfunnels account, you click on your account settings in here. Then you click account settings, and you will have on left hand side bunch of tabs to be opened, and one of these tabs will say domains. So on these tabs, when it says domains, we have to click at it. You see we've got tab in here says domain, so we click that tab to open up the domain menu, and we start from there. So to connect your domain name, you have to press this yellow button says add new domain. And for all of you folks, my advice is to don't buy domain inside Clickfunnels. Some people they do like, you know, go the easy steps and buying domain from Clickfunnels and hosting as well. But the thing is that if you for some reasons resign from Clickfunnels and you've got your domain registered on Clickfunnels, then after you canceling your account, you're losing your domain, unless you pay additional money to keep domain for yourself and hosting for yourself. So they're giving you opportunity to buy domain through the Clickfunnels account. But if, in example, you want to install WordPress on your domain over there and just use the subdomains as your main link for your funnels, then you have to contact the customer support, and then customer support has to install WordPress for yourselves. You won't be able to do it by your own. And if you buy domain from separate sources like GoDaddy, Namecheap, you are able to build up website by yourself with a click of a button. You can install WordPress inside your domain name, and you can use your domain as a your main domain. You can use it for your blog or something else, and subdomains you can use to join them with Clickfunnels. And that's how I will show you what I've got on my domain, and I'll show you what subdomain I will use for Clickfunnels itself. So with that being said, let's carry on with our training then. As mentioned, we have to press this yellow button in here saying add new domain. We press that, and that will direct us to another page, and they will ask us if you wanna, you see, it's asking us if you wanna register a new domain or you wanna use your own domain. I wouldn't advise to, register domain on Clickfunnels, as I said, but it's up to you. It's it's up to you. You can add internal domains through the Clickfunnels servers, but you can as well connect your own domain, which I'll show you how to do now. I'll show you two steps. I'll show you to choose domain from Clickfunnels, and I'll show you to use existing domain you've got already bought. So let's start from choosing domain from Clickfunnels first. So I'll show you a difference in between them processes. So we choose the domain from Clickfunnels. We're clicking this yellow button says choose domain, and that will take us to domain registration page. Now we can search for domains. So let's say, as I mentioned, blog with Krzysztof, or maybe blog with mentor. Let's do that, and we'll see if this domain is available. You see, this domain blogwithmentor.com is available for $20. So let's choose that domain. So when you choose that domain, they will charge you $20 for the domain, but that includes hosting and everything. So let's choose that domain, and you can see what is included in this domain. So I won't be buying this domain because I've got my own, as mentioned, but you've got like blogwithmentor.com is available. This domain is yours. It's like, says like $20 or something. The website performance optimization, most reliable DNS servers in the world. Who is God? That means that domain hiding your personal details, your email address, your telephone number, your real name. It will show you the registrar name and address where the domain is hosted. So it's good to have it. And then you press pay $20 and then you've got domain for yourself. So as mentioned, I will not buy it because I've got my domain. I don't need any more domains. So now let's come out to the domain screen. So now let's see how we can plug in our own domain. So again, we press this yellow button, add new domain, and we'll be taken to the same screen where we've been before. So now instead of register domain, we do use an existing domain. So we click that, use an existing domain, and that will take us to our domain screen. So I've got my domain, which is Krzysztof-bolesta.com, which is my blog. So this is my domain. This is my blog, which I've got installed WordPress inside. As you can see, this is my blog. Yeah. But even with this blog, I've got subdomain, which I can plug in now to Clickfunnels. So what you do is you just simply typing in your full domain with subdomain in the front. What is this subdomain? Subdomain is a part of domain in the name. Let's say if this domain is krzysztofbolesta.com, so subdomain will be something in front of this domain. When it says HTTPS and then krzysztof-bolesta.com, so subdomain will be domain parked on this domain. So my subdomain is road to success.krzysztof-bolesta.com. That's my subdomain. So we're adding this domain, and that will say that domain has been added. And you see, we have to change a little bit of details in our domain registrar. We have to add this target.clickfunnels.com to our domain name, so that will be redirecting our domain from registrar to Clickfunnels. So to do that, you have to go to DNS server zone. We go to cPanel in here, and then we have to change DNS servers. We have to point our mentioned domain road to success.krzysztof-bolesta.com to be pointed at Clickfunnels. It's a little bit technical, but it's not so technical so no one can do it. You can do it on yourself. So this is cPanel inside the Namecheap. And what we're looking for, DNS. We're looking for DNS zone. We've got like DNS zone editor. So we're clicking this, and we have to find our domain already created so we can change the CNAME records, which is in here. But before we do that, I show you how to create subdomains inside Namecheap as well. When you go to cPanel in Namecheap, you go to subdomains, you click subdomains, and then from this menu you can create any subdomains you want. You can see it's create subdomain, and now you're choosing your main domain names, because you see that's my domain name. So I can have road to success, but in front road to success I can have another subdomain plugged into that domain. So let's stick to main domain, and this time let's name it affiliate marketing mastery, and then we're choosing our domain, and we just press create button, and in here we will have two subdomains ready. So let's wait a few minutes, a few seconds, and we've got affiliate marketing mastery.Krzysztof-Bolesta.com has been created. So now we can go back, and we've got 2 subdomains ready. Now, to connect any of them to Clickfunnels, we're going back to DNS server zone, and we do this little trick. So we go to DNS zone. Now we have to find our domain, which is road to must. Let me see if this is not that domain. Yes, okay, so let me go back. When you've got your main domain displayed, you click this spanner saying manage. We manage the domain, and then we're looking for our targeted domain, which always road to success. We've got road to success, and we have to change record to CNAME record, but we don't touch this one. We touch www. So to change the record in here, we just press edit, and type of the record we change to CNAME, and then in this search field we're typing target.clickfunnels.com. That's everything you do, and then we save the record. As soon as we save the record, we've got successfully updated the following CNAME for Krzysztof.Bolesta.com, and then we've got this domain already targeting our Clickfunnels. Now, what we do, we come back to our Clickfunnels, and when it says how to connect the domain, it says that we have to change CNAME record on our domain. So that takes sometimes 10, 15, 20 minutes to be populated. So we have to be patient with it. We have to be patient about it. But when we've done this step, we just simply press this yellow button that says I've done this step, and that will tell us straight away if domain is ready or not. Yippee! And we've got, good job, you did it. We've got our domain name connected and ready to use. Now, if we don't want to go back to the funnels on our list, we can associate funnels straight away in here. You can see select funnel to associate. So what I'm usually doing, I'm usually associating from here. So you click this drop down menu, and then you're choosing your funnel. Let's say I choose this one, and I'll show you how this will be looking like. So it's 15 legitimate ways to make money at home, and we press this yellow button, associate funnel. Now we've got in here that this is associated with our funnel. So to check if this domain is working, we're just pressing these 3 dots in here and go and visit it. That will take us to our domain and our funnel. You see, we've got road to success.Krzysztof-Bolesta.com, make money at home. And this is our funnel already plugged into our domain. So instead of have like your name, Clickfunnels, etc., etc., you've got your brandable domain connected to your Clickfunnels. It's really simple and easy. You just need to do one simple trick in your domain registrar, just to point the servers to Clickfunnels, and everything will be working fine. And you can have tens of funnels, and you can have tens of subdomains, and you can take them subdomains, direct them to your Clickfunnels account, and you can host your funnels on your domain names. So you don't need to be tech savvy to do it. I showed you in really simple steps how you can do it. And here we go. That's my funnel. So when someone clicks this button, this little window will pop up. When they put the name, email address, then proceed to training, they will be taken to my affiliate offer, which gives me commissions if someone buys that. That's what the funnels are for. We're collecting email addresses for our business, because without this one, our business will be standing in same place we started. So to wrap up again, if you want to add domain, you go to Clickfunnels account. On left hand side we've got domains. We're clicking domains, then we're pressing this yellow button, add domain. We're adding that, and then when that loads up, we've got two different windows: one to register your domain with Clickfunnels, one to add your own domain. And because we've got our own domain, we're adding existing domain. We're clicking add existing domain, and then we're simply adding our domain. Remember that this domain is our subdomain from our main domain, so which will be better and easier to do it, because our main domain we can use it for our blog. Adding domain. When our domain is out, then we have to jump into our domain registrar and target domain to clickfunnels.com, and that's it. That's how simple it is. I hope that this video helped you to understand the whole process of adding custom domain to your Clickfunnels account and how you can use it. However, if you've got any problems still after watching this video, just leave the comment below and tell me what the problem is, and I'll get back to you ASAP to give you more details about that. And if you really think that this video is valuable for you and you've got plenty of information, just give it a thumb up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future content on the video. And this video series will have one more video regarding connecting our separate autoresponder, our external autoresponder to Clickfunnels, because not all of you might have the $297 version of Clickfunnels when you've got autoresponder integrated. Some of you might use the Clickfunnels for $97 a month, where you have to plug in your external autoresponder to collect email addresses. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please subscribe to my channel and give thumbs up. And I see you guys in my next video. Take care then. Bye bye.